All I needed was 2,000 pounds. I now said, God, if you give me this money, I will give it back to you.
In this funny and surprising story, the SEER Uebert Angel Jr. shares his personal experience of praying to God for money, only to have God immediately request it back. In a humorous way, the SEER walks us through this hilarious moment of faith, teaching us an important lesson on giving, just in time for the very first missions week of the year 2025. Let's hear what exactly happened.
Now, one day, I remember I had entered the place of prayer. And I was praying, and at that time there was some money that I needed and required. Now comprehend that I don't pray for money because no Christian should pray for something that sinners are getting for free. But as I was praying, my focus shifted onto the money that I needed. I can see some people are too holy here. Your level of joy, yet you are the one praying for money here. Some of you, I'll catch you in the prophetic in the next few minutes. So I'm beginning to pray. And at that time, I needed to fix a lot of things. All I needed was 2,000 pounds. And I remember, as I was praying, I know somebody's saying it just happened yesterday. I know. Now, as I was praying, and I was not praying for the money. But I told you my mind shifted to the money. You know, you are praying for souls. Then you tell God, if you give me this money, you say, what is taking place with the prayer request now? I began to pray about money. I was even shocked myself. I said, I'm now on money. I now said, God, if you give me this money, I will give it back to you. I entered the prayer in the afternoon. I finished in the evening. When I exited the prayer room and entered the living room, I checked my phone and bank alert was there. Now, notice this. Take your seats quickly because of time. It was the exact amount I said I would give. And when I looked at this, I said, Father, if it's really you, I said, God doesn't operate like that. God will not give me money to take it immediately. God doesn't work like that. I began to negotiate with God. And it just so happened to be, I'm telling you, this is something the Lord planted on my spirit. I didn't even think about it, that the next week was missions week. And I remember on the Monday now, Prophet said we are just inches from our goal. Even just 2,000 pounds. I said, 2,000 pounds. No, maybe this is a different testimony for another time. I can see some of you here. Your vibration is not at the same level of my frequency. I said 2,000 pounds. I looked at the TV. I said, the devil is a liar. God doesn't operate like this. Now, he began to say, then he said, leaders, you can even push. I said, I'm a leader as well. And I began to negotiate with God. I said, before I'm a leader, I'm a child of God. So that word wasn't for me. No, people are too holy here. I can see it right now. I said that word wasn't for me because before I'm a leader, I'm a child of God. He now began to say, London, I've not heard from you. I said, what has taken place? I began to negotiate with God. Now I took it. I looked at the money. I said 2,000. I now sent 1,000. As I sent 1,000, now there was a man of God sitting with prophet, and that person I still think he's sent by the enemy. And his name is Prophet Elijah. Now he challenged me, and he said, "Seer, you can push." I said, "God, what has taken place here?" I said, God has shown me a sign and a wonder. I gave everything. Don't think after I gave it came back. I was waiting. I said, what is taking place? I said, this was a direct word for me. And I remember 2 weeks after that, out of nowhere, 10,000 arrived out of nowhere. All I know is that seed went before me. I speak that your seed shall go before you. Whatever you plant shall go before you. If you believe it, let your amen thunder. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
LaughNewsWorld. Networking the world with godly laughter.